What if the three most powerful private companies ever, the three most powerful private companies on the planet, went public tomorrow? Not in a year, not after more trading rounds.
The three most
what would happen
private
if
companies
that happened? I do apologize.
ever.
We've got audio coming from somewhere. We sorted it. Well, we're going to discuss that right now. So tomorrow, if it happened tomorrow, and what if the moment they did, they didn't just trade on some exchanges, they landed instantly on the S&P, inside the S&P 500. We're going to discuss that live right now in a major event. I will see you back in a few minutes time. Share this out, click the like button, so consider subscribing for a live, unedited, unscripted live event. Spent hours rehearsing it all morning to bring this to you. Elon Musk, OpenAI, SpaceX, live coming up in just a few moments. Share this out, click live. If you are watching it later, you can skip through this part. See you back in a minute. Here we go. What if the three most powerful private companies on the planet went public? Think of it. And it all happened tomorrow, not in a year, not after more funding rounds, but tomorrow. Imagine. And what if the moment they did, they didn't just trade on some exchange, they landed instantly inside the S&P 500. Well, a live event special today. That's not a hypothetical statement. That's a pressure test. And when you run the numbers, the results are genuinely shocking. Over the next 20 minutes, I'm going to walk you through 10 facts, each one building on the last. I need you to stay to the end because facts 9 and 10 reveal something that almost no one is talking about. And that changes how you should think and how you are thinking about the entire market going forward. Not just the index, not just AI, but the entire framework of how American wealth is structured. Let's get into it. It's a special live event. It's great to have you here this morning. I hope you're going to enjoy this. We're live with you, live commentary. I'll come to all my members, answer all questions. No one gets left behind. You can do a super chat on the screen. It will read it out for you. And this is a live event, getting ready for a huge week. The King arrives today in Washington for the President of the United States. We're going to cover it all live. So let's start by tapping the like button. 10 facts that'll change everything for you in the S&P 500. Break it down what it all means. Have you done that? Have you considered subscribing? We certainly hope so. Thank you so much indeed. All right. And just because you did such a wonderful job, here are the little fellas. The little fellas would like to thank you now for tapping the like button. Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much indeed, everybody, for tapping the like button. Right, let's get straight into it. So here's the scenario. Three companies, just three companies, SpaceX, OpenAI and Anthropic. These three companies majorly in the news right now. Three of the most closely watched, most speculated about, most capital-rich private companies that have ever existed. Now, most people assume they'll go public eventually. I think we all agree we've got Elon Musk going live this year. We think it's going to happen, all right? That Elon Musk will take SpaceX public at some point. We do believe that. We expect that. That Sam Altman needs liquidity. He certainly does. He needs to go live. He needs to go public with his business. That Anthropic investors want an exit. They do. But here's what nobody actually models out. I've done my research, spent hours and hours and hours, in fact, a few days to putting together this live event for you. And I don't see anyone doing a full analysis on this, what it actually means for you, real investors. What does the S&P 500 look like the day they arrive? Think about that, folks. Tap the like button. Consider subscribing, be part of it, and we'll do live Q&A. In between all the events, all the facts, I will go to comments. Also, if you want to get all the clips later on, I'll share with you where they're going to be hosted because I break down each clip if you just want to catch the headlines for each thing that you find interesting. Stand by for that. So what if they all arrived in one day? Not gradually, not across 18 months of price discovery. I mean a genuine structural shock. All three at current valuations entering the most important financial index in the world simultaneously. And I need to stress that because that actually could happen. This is a thought experiment. We're just breaking it down. What if, hows and whens, but it's worth understanding and being prepared for it. And the reason it matters isn't just academic. It's because you don't wait for models to catch up. When something this big happens, and it will happen, we are expecting this very scenario to happen, you want to have already thought through the implications and what it means for you. So let's think through them now. Are you ready? Okay, fact number 2. Tap the like button. Are you ready for fact number 2? We're going to bring it to you. That was the opening statement. Now, what do you think? Fact number 2, fact number 8, 9, and 10. You're going to love it. All right. The benchmark today. This is the benchmark. So before we blow up the index, we need to understand what we're actually working with right now. The S&P 500 today is already stretched. I focused on it a lot. I told you that I sold it near at the top actually in October. I then traded Coca-Cola. I then bought back the dip in about February, I think it was. And now I've doubled the performance of the S&P. I'm way up. I can already sell all my shares and walk away this year. Don't believe me? Let me show you. Okay. If we go to my S&P 500 and we look at year to date of the S&P 500. The S&P 500 year to date is 4%. I try to beat the market every year, and I do. I always beat the market. We're up 4%, okay? 4%. Now, I exited the S&P at the top. I traded Coca-Cola, made about 40, 50 grand, did lots of trades with that, re-entered around about February, and let's see where I am. So the S&P is up 4%. Let's see where I am on the S&P. There you go. 8.1. I'm 8.1 and it's pulling back today. I'm up 8.1 year to date. In fact, I've only been in it for about a month, nearly 2 months now. So that's all about repositioning and staying on top of it. It's very, very important to stay on top of your trades and investments. Don't just sit there like a lemming. You need to trim. That's what hedge funds do. That's what Wall Street managers do. That's what I do. That's what Warren Buffett does. That's why I always beat the market. Now, if you want all my trades 24/7, there they are on Discord. It's also pinned to the top and in the comments, and I also share it on Electrum as well. I provide one-on-one service, no AI, no bots, no robots, just me sharing all my trades. I go live 2-stage events every day. Every Monday for our Lucasades, all members today after this event, you'll have a stage event. But pro members, only a couple of bucks more, and it's always 90% discount. It's only a couple of bucks to be a member. I'm just here to help people. I make money out of investing, not my training and my courses. It's all there provided, one-on-one support. You can do it, all right? So we know the S&P is stretched. The top 10 holdings, in fact, names you know very well. Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, Tesla, Berkshire, Eli Lilly, JP Morgan account for roughly 36.5% of the total index. Very, very, very much indeed focus in a small bunch of stocks. So think about what that means. All right, I'm going to actually explain it right now. 500 companies. Well, if you buy VU, it's about 507 actually. Anyway, and 10 of them control more than a third of the weight. If you are buying the S&P by market cap weight, there are different versions of it, but I buy market cap, and that's what we're focusing on today. Now, historically, that's considered top heavy. Analysts call it concentration risk. It means if those 10 names sneeze, the entire index catches a cold. In fact, we talk about it in the United Kingdom. When America sneezes, England catches a cold. It's true. The stock market in the US controls the world. Why? Because it homes the best businesses in the world. It's why, even though I'm from England, living now in Dallas, Texas, I buy American businesses because they are the greatest businesses in the world. So, and here's the context that matters. All right, let me explain it to you now. This level of concentration is historically unusual. Well, what if that was about to change and become even more concentrated? For most of the S&P's life, the top 10 represented something closer to 20 to 25%. So when Warren Buffett says the best thing to buy is the S&P 500, it's dramatically changed. Is it right now to buy the S&P 500? It has been. It's been a balanced index of the broader market. It's not anymore. Things are changing. It used to be between 20 and 25% of the top companies. Well, above that now. We are way above that right now. So does this matter for your thought experiment? Think about it with Tesla, OpenAI, Anthropic, that could be even more exaggerated. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Because we're not talking about adding 3 companies to a balanced, well-distributed index. We're talking about dropping 3 mega cap AI and infrastructure companies into an index that's already leaning hard on tech. Now, recently, Warren Buffett did buy Google. He started to buy Berkshire Hathaway, have recognized that this is important. So don't run for the exit right now. Spoiler alert, I'm all in. I'm always in. I'm always buying, but I'm always taking profit, always adjusting, always pivoting, and taking advantage of tax positioning, tax harvesting, and using lots to trade successfully. It's why I always beat the market. If you want to join my training, it's only a couple of bucks. I don't make money from my training and my Discord server. I make money from actually doing it. So that's the pressure cooker we are loading right now. We're going to move on to fact number 3. Before I go on to fact number 3, I will go to the comments and I will focus on members only. I will answer all questions. So Joey said, we'll definitely buy some call options when this finally happens. Big O in Yorkshire. Nice one, Marty lad. Thank you, Big O. Martin, DJ Hayes, I was telling my daughter Claire about your Jeremy Clarkson impression and you just did it. In the world. Morning, Martin and family. Here he is, Mark Saxby. I'm watching from Kennedy for a change. For a change. Well, bugger me. As I wait for the morning SpaceX Falcon Heavy launch. Oh, I can't believe it. I'd love to see that. Yestin Win, good morning. He's one of our moderators here, also a moderator on Discord. Talked about Discord a moment ago. The Big O, good morning to you as well. So, Joey, most would have a lockup period before they can sell their shares. That is true. We're not talking about that, though, right now. We're talking about the valuation of the S&P. I'll come on to that in fact 8, 9, and 10. Good morning, says Chip Gaming. And finally, phenomenal. Only thing that frustrates me is how Martyn claims to always win. Why I watch less? Well, you're not a member, and I do always win. If you don't want to watch, that's absolutely fine. As you can see, we allow everyone to come in, even people that don't make any sense. Only thing that frustrates me is how Martyn claims to always win. I do always win. I do always beat Warren Buffett. I do always beat Berkshire Hathaway. In fact, I'm now going to ask 202 people in the chat, because 98% of my viewers are members, higher than any other channel in the world, by the way. That's a statistical fact. I'm going to ask my viewers watching me right now. So if you are Electrum members and Discord members, you know the facts because I share all the trades with you. Phenomenal Elite Wrestling doesn't see all my trades because he's not a member. He's not on Discord, so he doesn't know what he's talking about. So if all my trades have won, if I've made money on every single trade, if I'm beating the market, if I'm beating Warren Buffett, if I'm beating Berkshire Hathaway, if I provide services live every single day and answer every question and I reply to every single, because it's yeses to all these questions, by the way, but we'll soon find out. And if I reply to everybody and I'm always live every day in Discord, put yes in the chat from all of my Discordians and members. If no, and I'm making it up, and I'm not making money, and I'm not beating the market, and I'm not really winning, and I'm a liar, then I'm a scammer, then please answer our guest here. Highs and lows are transparent and honest about the journey. The whole I'm better than Buffett is nonsense. No, it's not. Anyone can beat Warren Buffett. You don't know what you're talking about. It's easy to beat Warren Buffett if you understand. Warren Buffett can't do half of the things that we can do here.
Yes, next stop 1 year badge.
I'm loving it. So we're going to go on to fact 3 right now. Could everybody please react to that? Yes or no? There we go. R3 does always win. Yeah, we're laughing at it now. Wondering your thoughts on XRP. We're talking about AI, and we're going to go on fact number 3 here this morning with SpaceX. He does always win. Martyn rocks. There we go. Doesn't make me less of a fan or appreciate what Martyn does. I used to watch religiously until the arrogancy. Don't confuse, your ignorance is not my problem. This is not arrogance, this is passion to win. I deeply care about my viewers, my Discordians, and my Lucasades. That's all I care about. I've traveled the whole world as the world piano man, and I'm here to deliver. And we live in a politically correct world where everyone says stuff but does nothing. You might not like my approach, but it's real, it's honest, I show up, I deliver, I get it done. I'm not here to be your friend, and I'm obviously not, because you're not a member to anything. I'm here for 98% of the live viewers who are my friends, who are my members. They want me to show up, deliver, and win. They always win. I always win. That's not arrogance, it's passion and commitment. I have no time for nonsense, and I do not suffer fools. So there you go. You can say whatever you want. He doesn't always win. He has 8 losses to Wise Investing. What you're looking at on the screen is when I sold for tax harvesting to buy back lower. I didn't actually lose. I've never lost. I bought back lower, and that's why my performance is outbeating the market again this year.
At Montgomery Childs G5V tip $2 through Super Chat.
Thank you.
Yes, you do always win.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for the Super Chat as well. Not a member yet, but even I know Martyn always wins. Celebrates 11 months of membership. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, yes, yes. You can see all the yeses coming in from everybody. There we go. Majority of the time he wins. I believe that. But he's claimed to never lose, and better than Buffett, it's just a bit much. That's fine for you, that's okay, but no one agrees with you, so you carry on. Yes, he wins. Yes, Martyn's on Discord posting trades at times. I wonder if he ever sleeps. No, I very rarely do, because people want live action, and I'm up providing it. It's not arrogance, it's a commitment. I've dedicated my life to helping people. Yes, I bloody wish I had Martyn's skill, said R3. Good morning, ladies and gents. I think we should get back on topic. I am not a member yet, and I always win big. Martyn is proud and wants to help the common mate be nice. There you go. Right, fact number 3. Let's get straight into it. So the numbers appear on the screen, one at a time. Big, bold. Now, let's take the SpaceX numbers. Think about it. Things start appearing on the tickers. What do? SpaceX. Last private round puts them at 1.75 trillion. This is the next fact now. Tap the like button. These will all be available as shorts later on, and I'll give you the link where you can get them all from, okay? Completely free, ad-free, watch them all for free. I give them to you all for free, okay? And you can get all these facts broken down for you. So 1.75 trillion. Think about that for a minute. OpenAI, following their mega raise, sits at roughly $1 trillion. Anthropic, the most recent funding round, valued them at $380 billion. And though add those up, and you've got $3.13 trillion. $3.13 trillion of new market capitalization entering the system. Think about that. To put that into context, 3 trillion is larger than the entire GDP of the United Kingdom, where I'm from. I happen to find that out. I used to be involved in there a little bit. It's larger than every company in the French stock market combined, talking about injecting it, not gradually, not over years of price discovery, but in a single event into the world's most tracked financial index. What will this do? What does this mean? That's not a rebalance. That's a seismic event. Now then, moving on to fact number 4. 8, 9, and 10, you're going to love it, all right? What it really means. Tap the like button if you like this, share it out to your friends, and consider subscribing as well. Okay, here we go. On to fact number 4. Something has to go. Something has to go. So here's where it gets uncomfortable. Remember, things will be dropped from the S&P. You can't have more. Something's got to be taken out. Balance changes. So the S&P 500 doesn't just expand like a balloon. It's a weighted index. There are different versions of it by market cap, different equal weight, and all the rest of it. The S&P 500 by market cap is VU, SPY. That's the most recognized. That's what we're talking about. And it can't just expand forever. All right. There are rules. There are limits. To make room for 3 trillion in new entrants, something has to be pushed out. And it won't be Apple. It won't be Nvidia. It won't be Microsoft. But what gets replaced is the second tier of legacy tech. The companies that are already being disrupted by AI and automation. We're talking about names like Salesforce. Would you want Salesforce kicked out of the S&P 500? A CRM giant now scrambling to integrate AI features. Great businesses giving us a rounded S&P 500, which is already super concentrated, would get a whole lot more. Workday, an HR software platform facing an existential reckoning. Intuit. Would we really want to lose Intuit? Intuit accounting software in a world where AI does your taxes. These are great businesses that might be up for the chop. Think about it, how that would affect those stocks. The Trade Desk, ad tech facing pressure from AI native targeting. This isn't just about adding new names to a list. This is about replacement, and that is essential to understand. It's the old guard of software making room for the new infrastructure. But what we're getting rid of isn't exactly old and out of date. It's only recently made it into the S&P. But because of the scale of this event, they'd be kicked out. And the companies getting pushed out, they're not failing. They're just not relevant at that scale anymore. So they would all be affected because when you drop out of the S&P 500, less people have access to you, less hedge funds, less pension funds. It affects those businesses massively to be able to raise funds going forward. That shift right there tells you everything about where we are in the technology cycle. Okay, we're now moving on to fact number 5. Consider liking the stream. I will come back now to some comments live in the chat and pick this up. Everyone gets a voice. No one gets left behind. And consider subscribing as well. Okay, let me now come to some comments in the chat. Let me just zoom up a little bit. The only time I lose is when I stray from Martyn's strategies. Well, you're responsible for your own trades. I'm sure you're very successful without me. I learn more from all of you than you do from me. Wouldn't waste your breath on him, Martyn. I answer everyone. It's the policy of the show, Big Yorkshire. It's what we do. I take the time to answer everyone. Martyn only has planned losses. He studies his craft and he's very good at it. Thank you, David. Big Yorkshire, ditto. Yeah, good afternoon. Henrik from Denmark will take you all. Oh, here's all the links from David Hensley. He does a great job. Thank you. I'm not a member yet, but I've learned a lot from Martyn and appreciate your work. Thank you, Limitless. If you'd like to become a member, it's only a couple of bucks. It will never go up in price ever. There's no inflation ever. There's no discounts ever because it's always the minimum price and I'm always adding more. If you want my Discord server, real one-on-one support with me, no AI, no bots, my team and me directly, 24/7, couple of bucks a month, you can be part of Discord. 2-stage events a day, all my trades 24/7. And the reason why it's only a few bucks is because I make money actually investing and I don't make money from my services. I don't think it's right. Well, of course it's right. I can charge for whatever I want, but I think it's more credible to actually win in what you do and then provide a service for people at just the cost of running the service. And time you take the tax out and the commission to Discord, it's not anything at all. All right. So good morning, William Myers. William Myers is my #1 sharer and supporter on X. No one even comes close. I might give him a prize, actually. Every time I put a short out on X, William shares it and boosts it. He's amazing. SpaceX IPO in June is already been announced. Yes, it has. Thank you. That's nuts. 1.5 trillion. Is SpaceX even profitable? It's like Tesla, most expensive penny stock on earth. Sean June. So Martyn, what about carry trade? Is Bank of Japan raising rates? Very likely tomorrow. We'll cover it live. Come join us. Limitless. Limitless is lovely bunch and cheap as chips. There we go. That's right. Let's move on to fact number 5. Fact number 5. Are you ready? Let's get straight into it. So let's zoom out for a second. Tap the like button. These will all be available later on as their own little clips. And let's break it all down for you once again. So let's zoom out just for a moment. The total market cap of the S&P 500 right now sits at roughly $57.6 trillion. After our 3 entrants, that number jumps to approximately $60.3 trillion. Nearly $3 trillion in new value, almost entirely created in the private markets, suddenly becoming public, liquid, and index tracked. This is one of the most important storylines in modern finance. Spoiler alert, I'll be there fully invested. I want to be there, but I've got a very specific strategy for remaining there. Very important. I'll share all my trades, all my strategies with you at the end after fact number 10. And almost nobody frames it this way. Private market innovation is creating trillions in value that the public markets can't yet touch. The average 401k, the pension fund, the retail investor who faithfully puts $500 a month into an S&P 500 index fund. They have zero exposure to SpaceX, zero exposure to OpenAI, zero exposure to Anthropic. The wealth is being built in the dark. Bit like Lord of the Rings, isn't it? In the dark. Sneak. Bit of Lord of the Rings for you. And when the lights come on, oh, that's Aria. When all the lights go out in the world, this will guide you. Sneak. When the lights come on, when these companies go public, the redistribution will be unlike anything in the world. Anything we've ever... I just added that in. That wasn't relevant. I just like doing it. Anything we've seen since the .com era. Remember that though? Where did that end up? Except this time, the companies actually have revenue. Spoiler alert. These companies actually make money. We're now going to go on to fact number 6. It gets even more exciting now. So please tap the like button. We're building up to 8, 9, and 10. It's going to be a huge moment, this is. Please, everyone, tap the like button. There's 245 of you watching. 66 likes. What a load of rubbish. No one's sharing this out. Absolutely rubbish. Please consider subscribing. We're live every day, unedited, unscripted, real life, as it happens. I answer everyone's questions. No one gets left behind. So here we go. We're going to the chat before fact 6. As a large Tesla shareholder, I'm hoping we will get the chance to buy SpaceX pre-IPO. I always believe SpaceX may buy Tesla soon after it goes public. Mark Freyer says, with these mega valued IPOs entering the market, how will that affect other highly valued stocks? That's what we're covering right now. Shogun. It's about community and less about pay for gain. That is what it's about. It's all about family and community. You're right. Is SpaceX going to be another SPCE? I don't think so. AR Frey, hello, good morning to you. Smeagol, you're right. Sneak in. Massive opportunity, says Starlight. Let's move now to fact number 6. Tap the like button and consider... Whoops, Daisy, I pressed the wrong button there. Tap the like button and let's get straight into fact number 6. Away we go. The markets are going up today. I'll show you in a minute if I'm beating the market again. I always do. Berkshire Hathaway, yep, easy. Let's get straight into it. The new power player emerges. What does that mean? Well, let's get straight into it. Let's talk SpaceX, specifically for a moment, because I think it's the most underappreciated of the 3. Do you agree in the chat? If you think out of Anthropic, OpenAI, and SpaceX, SpaceX is the one underappreciated the most. Please say yes, SpaceX in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. This is an interactive live event for all of you to take part of. At 1.75 trillion, SpaceX doesn't join the S&P 500, it crashes into the top tier. We spent years talking about the Magnificent Seven, the 7 mega cap tech stocks that dominate everything. Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Alphabet, Meta, Amazon, Tesla, SpaceX at 1.75 trillion would slot in immediately. Call it the Great Eight. There we go. Just made that up. Not the Mega 7, the Great Eight. Am I going to be right? We'll find out. Or maybe bump Tesla out and keep the number at 7. Mag 7 without Tesla? What do you think? Or the Great Eight? Put in the chat, what do you think? The Great Eight or the Magnificent 7? That's a debate for another video, and we'll cover that on another event. But here's what makes SpaceX genuinely different from every other company in that conversation. The others are fundamentally software businesses. They run on servers, they license code, they sell subscriptions and ads and cloud compute. SpaceX operates in physical infrastructure at planetary scale. Starlink alone, the satellite installation constellation, is approaching 5 million subscribers globally. And it's growing. It generates real recurring revenue in conflict zones, in underserved continents, on ships at sea, on planes in the air. When you have launch, reusable rockets, government contracts, the coming Mars architecture, SpaceX isn't a tech company. It's a traditional, in a traditional sense, it's the beginning of a multi-planetary industrial complex, and you can't buy a share of it anywhere yet. Think of that. Let's come on now to fact number 7. We'll go to the comments in the chat as well. Tap the like button. This is live, really happening, engaging. That's the real clock, my real trades. I still need to update it. I've got many more wins I haven't had a chance to put on. It's taking me hours and hours and hours to put these research events together. Anyway, let's go to the chat. Massive space is the place, says Starlight. Mork calling Mindy. The Mag 8, Great 8. Yes, SpaceX. Hello, everyone, said Yestin Win. All right, let's move on now to fact number 7. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Fact number 7. Tap the like button and consider subscribing. We're only at 82 likes. Absolutely rubbish. No one liked my 10 facts. Well, we did a poll and 88% of my viewers liked it, but you're just being lazy because I'm not playing the funky music, right? Is that what it is? I know what's going on. Fact 8. AI becomes a spine of the market. What's meant by that? Now, here's where the narrative gets really interesting. I told you 8, 9, and 10 will blow your mind and set your market up for you. Step back and look at what the top of the S&P 500 will actually represent after these additions. Let's break it down for you. Think about this. Nvidia, the silicon, the chips, the physical foundation that every AI system runs on. Microsoft, the cloud infrastructure, the pipes that carry the intelligence. OpenAI, the frontier models. The thing you're actually talking to. Anthropic, safety-focused AI. Enterprise deployment, they're cautious, but powerful counterweight. SpaceX, the physical infrastructure layer connecting everything via satellite. This isn't a diversified index anymore. This is a single interconnected technology stack from chip to satellite, from data center to conversational AI, sitting at the very top of American capitalism. Every major institutional investor in the world is benchmarked to the S&P 500. Every pension fund, every endowment, every sovereign wealth fund. The moment these companies enter the index and they will, the world's passive capital, trillions of dollars in automatic monthly contributions, begins flowing directly into the AI ecosystem. Not because anyone made a choice, but because the algorithm said so. That's the quiet revolution no one is writing op-eds about. Think about that, folks. You're being controlled and led down a path. Is it the right path? Well, 8, 9, and 10 will break it down. Is it right to remain in the S&P 500? Spoiler alert, yes, but trim, rebalance, take profits, always. Don't get carried along by the noise. Don't get carried along by the excitement. That's why I always win. That's why I always beat the market. That's why I always beat Warren Buffett. If you want my trades 24/7, I share them with you for a couple of bucks. I could charge $1,000 a month for my Discord server and get it from those that have that can afford it. I can, because my competition does exactly that and doesn't go live like I do, doesn't provide 24-hour access to me personally, uses AI. I do it live and all my trades win. These NARES don't often win. That's a fact. I've checked it. If you want my Discord server, there it is. I will onboard you at the end of this live event. Live in this live stream, I will onboard all of you that want to be on Discord with me, and you'll get a stage event this morning, 2 stage events every day, direct access, one-on-one. You can DM me. The only way on earth you can message me or speak to me or make a contact with me is live chat. In the live chat, talk to me live, or through a DM if you are a pro member on Discord. That's it. You can't email me, phone me, text me, visit me, nothing. It's the only way you can get in contact with me, because everything else is overwhelmed and I can't even look at it anymore. All right? And I just simply don't. So if you want to follow me on X, there's X, Instagram in the chat. All right, let's carry on. Let's go back now to the questions in the chat. Let's have a few comments in the chat. Yes, SpaceX. Hello, everyone. Will SpaceX interfere with Tesla? Can't see it won't. For Musk, said R. Frey. Michael Ty, good morning to you. Songs for Space. Did you guys see last Thursday, Robin Adventure Fund was up 22% in one day? Yeah, but look at the fees. Won't SpaceX overtake Tesla? So how can I don't understand the comment. Great 8. Okay, good morning. High energy, Martyn and friends. Right, let's now go into fact number 8. Talking about great 8, let's go to fact number 8. Here we go. So concentration risk returns. Tap the like button for fact number 8. Consider subscribing. We'll come back to the live comments and onboarding. No one gets left behind. We can even have a live phone in as well. So, all right, this is where we have to pump the brakes on for a moment. Steady on, everybody, because not everything about this scenario is bullish. So far, it sounds it, but I have told you, spoiler alert, I'll be repositioning, taking profit, will not be carried along with the flow. Absolutely not. I set the flow. I don't carry on the flow. That's why I don't trade live on the show. I do trade live on the show, but I don't tell you my trade setups. We're not being front run here on our channels. We don't share it on X to get clicks and views. We share it in our community privately, and that's how we always make money. With these 3 additions, the top 10 concentration in the S&P 500 jumps back over 40%. And that number has historically been a yellow flag, sometimes a red one. Analysts have been warning about concentration risk for years. So, do you go out and buy the S&P 500? Should you sell out? Well, I'll discuss my trades at the end in a way that doesn't compromise my viewers. The argument goes, the more top-heavy an index becomes, the more a single shock can cascade through the entire thing. When 10 companies represent 40% of the index, there's no such thing as diversification in any traditional sense. But here's the thing that makes this particular concentration different from anything we've seen before. In the past, concentrated indices still had variety. You had oil companies, you had banks, you add pharma, consumer giants, tech companies, different sectors, different economic exposures, different correlations. What we're describing is a top 10 that is correlated around a single technology wave. AI infrastructure, AI models, AI deployment, satellites connectivity, powering AI edge cases. If AI hits a wall, regulatory, technically, or competitively, the entire top of the index gets hit simultaneously. This isn't just concentration, it's correlated concentration, and that's a fundamentally different risk, a very different kind of risk as well. Now, I promised you that facts 9 and 10 were the big ones. Look out for that. We're coming on to it next. But now I'm going to explain and come to the chat once again. We've only got one comment since the last one. That's High Energy. Good morning to you. Good morning, Martyn and friends. Let me talk about diversification. A lot of people think you need to own lots of things to be diversified. That is a rubbish statement. I don't make money and beat the market just by buying everything. I don't need to know everything. All I need to know is a lot about a few things. Be an expert in a few things. I'm very good at going live, building a YouTube channel. I'm very good at creating these live events and entertaining. So I focus on that. I'm not all over the place. The same as I don't do other jobs and part-time this, part-time that. I'm full-time, one thing, and that's what I focus everything on. Mark Cuban, a billionaire, said to me, Martyn, be the best of yourself and you'll always win. He's a billionaire, one of the most famous billionaires in the world. And that's what he told me when I played in his house. I was the world piano man entertaining. Anyway, the S&P 500 historically has been a good place to be because of its diversification, but it doesn't mean you buy everything. I've known people on this show say they buy about 10 different indexes and then they buy all the stocks inside the index and then they got 500 crypto coin. Do you want to know what I actually own and why I always win? Because I focus on a few things. This is my portfolio. 1 year, I'm up 49%, $101,000. 101. I've outperformed Berkshire. I've outperformed the S&P again. Why? Well, let me show you. I've only got 3 crypto, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I can then understand, educate myself, study, see the market, trim, focus. I make money. I always make money. How many of you are up on XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin right now? New investors, none of you. You're all down 20%. I'm up on all of them. Be it not all time, these are tax positions, but ultimately I'm banking future profits. But nevertheless, on these trades, I am up. I've got $48,000 in crypto in just XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Nothing in Doge, it's simply dust. Then I go to my stocks. That is it. That's all I have. That's all you need. The best 500 businesses in the year. VU is the best way to buy the S&P. You can do tax harvesting by going VU to SPY. You can do that, by the way. VUG, which concentrates my Nvidia and Google, which I've pointed out many times, is the best position in the S&P right now. You've seen me own it. You've seen me make money from it. I haven't lost on it by selling it. I made like 13% on each. I then bought VUG and I'm making it there in a safer environment. Okay. Coca-Cola, that's my number 1 position. My Coca-Cola, I have nearly $500,000. Which makes me 5 times whale. If you are in the retail space and you have $100,000 of Coca-Cola, you are a whale. Google it, check it out yourself. I know I've got a friend now at Coca-Cola. I've got nearly $500,000 in Coca-Cola. For the very reason that I do not want to be concentrated in high growth. I want the stock where it rotates to, especially during the World Cup this year as the number 1 sponsor, but also when we get the pullback, the carry trade, everything else. Doesn't mean Coca-Cola isn't going down. It will, but it will go down less and it'll be compensated by its dividends and I'll still beat the market. SGov, when all the markets are pumping to an insane level, which they're getting close again, I'll be trimming again and I'll be going into SGov. I guarantee to make 3.8, whatever it is, or 3%, whatever the current price is. That's the treasury bill. That's cash. Warren Buffett doesn't have cash. He has cash equivalents, which is treasury bills, short term, which is SGOV for you guys and me. All right. So that's all I'm in. So being diversified doesn't mean buy everything. It means understand what you own and reposition. All right. Fact number 9 and 10. These are the ones that will change everything. The market will then be open. We'll do live Q&A. I'll offer you the chance to call in, a live phone in. No one gets left behind. And then we'll be live on Discord, sharing my trades, my trade setup, doing one-on-one support, going deeper into my portfolio, one-on-one questions privately in my Discord space. I will onboard you at the end of this. It's only a couple of bucks, 90% discount. Always. There's never going to be a price increase ever. There never has been. There'll never be a price inflation ever, even though I could. And there is Discord. There is YouTube Electrum. The same deal. No price increases ever. No ending coupon codes tomorrow. Always the cheapest price. No inflation. No price increases. Always adding more services. So fact number 9. Tap the like button, everybody. Here we go. And consider subscribing. In a moment, I'll give you a link to all of these little shorts. You can get them later. Without any ads, you can watch them for free. I make nothing on it at all. No ads, no memberships, nothing. All right. Fact number 9, the capital problem. So let's do it right now. So even if we assume the S&P 500 index rules bent or changed to accommodate these companies immediately, there is a physical, mechanical problem that almost nobody talks about. And when I say this, I mean it. I've done my research, spent hours putting these events together for you, and I'm seeing that people are like, buy, it's great, 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 and yet it's not really useful. I tried to provide useful, not sensationalistic. You're not all clicking. It's not a trending video. There's not 10,000 watching right now. There's 290, but it's 290 winners who keep winning. We always win. I always beat the market. So we're not here to sell videos, and you're not here to fund me watching a video that trends because I talk nonsense. I'm just trying to provide value. So nobody talks about it. I mean, nobody talks about it. So when they speculate about these IPOs, and they do speculate, we don't guess, we understand, the market has to absorb the float. When a company goes public, they don't sell 100% of their shares. Typically, they sell between 15 and 25% of the company in the IPO. Did you realize that? Very important. Elon Musk isn't going to give away SpaceX to every Tom, Dick and Harry who can pump and dump and destroy the business. He still owns control. The reason why companies go public is to raise funds. That's it. Not to give it away. Not to allow you to get rich. It's not your opportunity of a lifetime. Hey, I can now buy SpaceX. It's not about you. It's never been about you. It's about the company raising money so they can grow their business that they still own and they still control. Important. So let's do the maths. 3.13 trillion in total market cap at a 15% float. That's 469 billion hitting the market in one day. At 25%, that's 782 billion. The entire US IPO market across the last decade combined raised somewhere around 400 to 500 billion total. Think about that for a minute. Let that sink in a minute. Understand what that means. So we are talking about a single event capital absorption event that would be larger than a decade of US public offerings combined. I think we're getting to the big facts now. I think these things are things you need to absorb and understand how to win in this situation. All right. So who buys it? Index funds have to buy it automatically. That's how passive investing works. We don't do passive investing. We don't sleep our way into pensions here. It's why we always win. But they need sellers on the other side. That's important to understand. Sovereign wealth funds, private equity seeking exits, the original VC investors cashing out. Because remember, they will. They'll take money for the business. The VC investors will cash out. The logistics of this are genuinely unprecedented. Never happened before. We've never seen this before. You cannot assume it's all going to be great. There'll be some good and them bad. Those that position and understand will win. Those that blindly buy and think I'm buying Elon Musk, you ain't. You have no power. You have no control. You will lose. The plumbing of global capital markets was not built for a liquidity event at this scale. It wasn't. The S&P 500 will no longer be the S&P 500. It'll be something very, very different. Not saying exit, not saying don't buy it. Listen for the whole thing. All 10 facts. You will be prepared and you will win. I will win. You will win. We will all win. All my Discordians always do. Ask them in the chat. And here's what makes this even more pressing. If these companies trickle to market separately, SpaceX first, then OpenAI, then Anthropic, each IPO still reshapes everything individually. You don't even need the simultaneous scenario to feel the pressure. So those that are saying, well, it won't happen like this, it'll all come in gradually, it makes no difference whatsoever. Each one alone would be among the largest IPOs in history. Here it comes. In the world. Together, the system would have to evolve to handle it. Whichever scenario you had makes no difference. Fact number 10, the market's about to open. Let's be there with it for you. Let's see what happens. I'll ring the bell. We'll then bring you fact 10, live Q&A, live onboarding for Discord, live one-on-one support, and I'll come to the questions in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. The market is open and we are off to the races for business. Let me show you all the trades. Here we go. This is my portfolio, down 0.89 at this precise moment in time. The S&P down 0.11. We're behind the market at the open right now. Virgin Galactic is down today, or it's pretty much flat now. Palantir is down, but now coming straight back up. We've got gold going down. I would not be buying gold. Don't see any point. It's stupid money as far as I'm concerned. Amazon up and straight back down again. Too expensive. Apple going down behind AI right now. All still getting over the information about Tim Cook. Enphase Energy, one of my top stocks. We bought this at 22, going to $100. Coca-Cola, my biggest position, nearly $500,000 now in Coca-Cola, earning now nearly $2,000 a month in dividends across my whole portfolio. I'm loving it. I know it pays quarterly, but I'm earning about $2,000 a month now. Coca-Cola coming back up, no surprise, it's going to $90 this stock. J&J, defensive. I told you it was going to $200 when Jim Cramer said it was going bankrupt. Said he sold it all. He didn't. He owned it. Absolute nonsense. Chevron oil going up. Things worsening in in Iran. The war is not over. Trump said the war's been won. It hasn't been won. It's not going to be won. It's going on for a bloody long time, and inflation's coming back, and so is a recession. It's around the corner. I'm planning on October, alongside a carry trade. Tesla going down this morning, too expensive. McDonald's going down, never pay too much for land. Google, we sold it, we trimmed it, we made money from it, we're safe, we're in VUG. Microsoft, too expensive. Meta Platforms going to $800. Nvidia going to $250. We took our profit, we made profit, we bought Coca-Cola with the profits. I'm happy. I budget this to $250. The banks say $300. I talk directly with the banks. I understand where they're coming from. I also talk directly with Ripple. I've got hedge fund managers as friends. Yes, we all believe this is going to $250. Banks are pushing it to $300. Doesn't mean you can't take profit though. Walmart going down. It's now an AI tech play. We've got Tilray Brands. What an utter joke. This is an absolute ridiculous. I broke this down why. You've got that people think the deal is done. It's not done. They buy it, they pump it. Inside trading, Simon Irwin, the whole thing is an absolute nightmare. I wouldn't touch it if it was the last stock on earth right now. Robinhood, great business. We bought this, $8. We've sold it at 84. We're out of it right now. It's too expensive again. Gets too expensive all the time. Vertical Aerospace. On this show, we have the #1 analyst in the world who talks directly, interviews the CEOs, brings them live on the show. If you are a member of our channel, you will get the CEO interviews. We bring the CEOs live on the show. Vertical Aerospace, he talks to them. Joby Aviation, he talks to them. Archer Aviation, he talks to them. Bringing the CEOs live on the show. We have them. We have the inside track. We visit the air shows. We go there. You too can fly in these craft. You can win tickets. We give away our very own Luca coin on Discord, and you can claim, swap those coins for backstage passes and fly on these craft. We go directly there. Amazing, right? And we give you the coins for free. The best server on Discord in the world. Bitcoin down 1.53. XRP now down 2.27 today. Ethereum down 2.86, a big dip in crypto today. There's the markets, there's the breakdown as we now make it back to you for fact number 8. Let's go back to, what should we have for a visual? Go back to here again and we'll go the 1 year. Right, let's carry on with our fact number 10. Before we do, let's go to comments and questions. New to your videos, have just requested to join Discord. Keep up the good work. Lawrence, I will come to you shortly and onboard you live on the show. Stand by, Lawrence. I will explain everything and I'll do it all for you live so you're not guessing. Redline, Martyn does win. Learn from him, not hate on him. Redline, that's very kind. I don't mind the trolls, mate. It's just people that are losing, and we don't mind. That's all part of the story, but thank you for saying so. Good morning, Stephen Lewandowski. Winning is growing the money. Martyn is a winner. Would you like to see my all-time now? This is my actual real, where is it? I've not opened it up yet. There it is. This is my real all-time wealth. There we go. There it is. That includes all the margin, all the debt, $702,000. That is my total wealth now, all invested in this stock market. That includes all the margin, the outside borrowing. So that's all negative, right? And I've got, so if you paid that off, I'm over $1 million now. All right. The target was to get to $1 million by the end of the decade. I've now pulled that forward to 2008. Now, remember, I started with $5,000, no options, no shorts, no gambling, no guessing. Simple as that. Always winning, live on the show, repositioning for future trades with no tax, using lots and harvesting. We teach it every day on Discord. That is my real, actual wealth right now. That is my actual, all the assets, all the cash that's in here, which is no cash, all the margin, all the debts to bring it down. That's it. 701, 810. No guessing, no gambling. Crypto's made me no money. That's all from the S&P, Coca-Cola, and I started with $5,000. And 4 years ago, I had no income for a year. Nobody watching me on YouTube at all. And now because of ChatGPT, all YouTubers, including the biggest in the world, Mr. Beast, views are down 60% on YouTube because people are watching ChatGPT. What do we do about it? What do I do about it? I work harder. I go live even more. I provide more value. I provide even better shows. I don't cut back. I work harder. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So this was not achieved by me earning billions of dollars on YouTube. Absolutely not. If you look at my 1 year, you can see in 1 year on my stocks and ETFs, it is 29%, $118,000. That's beating the market. That's, if I put $1 billion in my portfolio, it doesn't go up, does it? That's the real gains. That's the real advantages of buying the market. That's the real advantage of staying in. So this was not achieved by me just earning money. This was achieved by me investing money. That's real gain, real wins live on the screen. Okay, fact number 10. Then we're gonna go to Discord, onboard everybody live on the show, and let's get straight into it. So let me answer the questions first of all. Winning is growing money. What timeline are you thinking of this? June. Kurt Savage. DJ Hayes rung the bell. Bloody hell, says Diesel Raider. Boo, Robin is selling little guys trades. I'm not sure I know what you mean. SBUX may face rising costs due to wars. Good morning, says Souza. Are we live? And no idea why he always says that. Can I make ISA Robinhood if I'm from the US? Wizzle Investing. Were you the guy being rude to me earlier? Now you're asking me a question. Can I make ISA Robinhood if I'm from the US? Well, that doesn't even make sense because an ISA is an individual savings account. That's a United Kingdom thing. So if you're from the US, you wouldn't have an ISA in the UK because you're from the US. You have an IRA. Now, I am from both. I have dual citizenship. I'm from the UK and the United States. So I have an IRA in the United States and I have an ISA in the UK. So if you have two addresses, two social numbers or national insurance number, as it's called, two bank accounts, two of everything, then you too can do that. So if you want that, here it is. I'm now going to give everybody in the chat Robinhood USA. You can get an IRA. You can get free shares. You can get a match if you put your money in. I've just dropped the link in the chat. Everyone gets that. I'm also going to give you Robinhood UK as well. Robinhood UK, you can get the ISA, a 2% match right now. I have maxed it out. I'll show you on the screen very quickly, just so you understand it all. Here's my Roth IRA. This is the US. And as you can see, I max it out every year. So I maxed it out in 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And I show you how to do that and get the 3% match in Discord. I also have maxed out my ISA. It was released on Robinhood last year. And I've maxed out last year's and this year by trading, by investing. And you get a 2% match on the ISA in the UK. And again, I teach that on the show. Alrighty. Let's go back. We want a nice visual for fact number 10. Have I got any more comments to answer? Congratulations, Martyn. 700. Yeah, thank you, mate. I can't believe it. Look at the date, the time on the screen. Widget, look at the yes. There's always a date. There's always a time. I don't know why he always asks me that. I'm going to stop answering. It just seems silly. UK ISA, I've answered that. Right, here we go. Fact number 10. Are we ready? Okay, here we go. Tap the like button. We'll do onboarding for Discord right after this. So fact number 10, let's break it down. Consider subscribing is our final one. Then we'll wrap it up. Then we'll do Discord as well. So here we go. Fact number 10, the reality check. This is how you win. This is how you understand it all. This is what you do next. So fact number 10, the fact that reframes everything. I told you if you waited, you'd get this. And if you want all of these broken down, I'll give you the link in a minute. You can watch all of these shorts broken down with no ads at all. I give it to you for free, no memberships at all, for free. The one that frames everything. None of this can happen overnight. The S&P 500 has rules, real enforced rules by a committee. And those rules exist for a reason. To qualify for the S&P 500, a company needs to be profitable, specifically show positive earnings in the most recent quarter and over the trailing 4 quarters combined. Have a sufficient public float, at least 50% of the shares available to the public. Clear a market cap threshold currently above 18 billion. Woohoo. Go through a seasoning period, typically at least 12 months as a public company before consideration. Now, here's the problem. OpenAI is not yet profitable. They are burning capital at extraordinary scale to train and deploy frontier models. Even with 1 trillion in valuation, profitability on GAAP terms is not confirmed. Anthropic is early stage in revenue terms, massive technical achievements, real enterprise traction, but nowhere near the profitability thresholds required. Okay, I told you fact 10 would change everything, right? I wonder how many of you stayed to the end. SpaceX is the most likely candidate. Starlink generates real revenue. The launch business is mature and there's a credible path to profitability. But Elon Musk has been famously resistant to taking SpaceX public. And there's a good reason for that. He said he doesn't want Wall Street's short-term pressures distorting a long-term mission. So what does all this mean? It means the scenario we just walked through is powerful, not because it's imminent, but because of what it reveals. This is important. The next evolution of the S&P 500 is already forming. The companies are real, the valuations are real, the capital is real, but it's bottlenecked by profitability rules, by float requirements, by the psychologically of founders who didn't build these companies to answer to a quarterly earnings call. The wealth is being built. The transformation is underway, but the public markets, the vehicle that most people use to participate in wealth creation, are structurally locked out of it for now. There's fact number 10. We're going to wrap this up now and give you my closing thoughts. Consider subscribing and tap the like button. Here we go. So we're about to go onboarding on Discord. Here we go. So in closing, the redefinition of what it all actually means. So the S&P 500 has always been a mirror, not a perfect one, but a mirror nevertheless, a bit like that. That's the other side of me. That's a bit like a mirror, isn't it? It reflects what America believes is valuable, what industries we're betting on, what technologies we are trusting with our retirements. For most of the 20th century, that mirror showed oil, steel, railroads, banks, manufacturers. Then it showed software. Then it showed the internet. Then it showed cloud computing and mobile social networks. The next reflection, when it comes, will show something that looks very, very different indeed from what we see today. It will show intelligence as infrastructure. It will show a world where the most valuable things humans have ever built are not factories, not land, not brands, but the systems that think. If and when SpaceX, OpenAI, Anthropic enter the index, it won't be a rebalance. It will be a redefinition of what the market actually represents. From diversified exposure to many sectors of the economy to a concentrated, correlated, and utterly unprecedented bet on AI infrastructure, an exponential technology. So the question isn't whether, the transformation is coming. The question is, when it does, are you going to be watching from the outside or already repositioned for it on the inside? That's the question I want you to sit with. If you made it to fact 10, now you know more about the scenario than 99% of people who talk about these IPOs when they actually happen. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do smash the like button. It's been an absolute pleasure making these live streams for you. We're now going to onboard everyone to Discord. We're now going to provide one-on-one support, training, and showing you all my trades, far more detail over there on Discord. So thank you. I hope you all enjoyed it. What do you think about it? What do you think about that? Are you all enjoying my? I'll do a poll. Let me end the poll right now. It says, do you see this is a massive opportunity? 7%. End the poll. Right, I'm now going to do a new poll that everyone can vote on. Start a poll. Do you like my 10 facts? Okay. A lot of research goes into this. It's all done live with live commentary, live support. Do you like my 10 facts? Yes or no? It's a new service. Because we are in a downturn on YouTube because of ChatGPT, I'm working harder. I'm up late at night researching these events to bring them to you, trying to go live more, provide more service on Discord, and I'm, I'll be the one left standing when everybody else has given up. So do you like my 10 facts? Please vote. Now in the poll. Thank you very much indeed. Now, while you are voting, I'm going to reveal to you another poll, which is trending on Google. This is our main Lucas Archie poll. There it is. I've dropped in the chat for you. This was the poll before we started. Nobody had voted. The question was, do you see this as an opportunity? No votes. Yes, no, undecided. I'm going to refresh it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, with 106 votes, fantastic. This is now going to trend on Google. 106 votes, 70% say yes, 22% say no, undecided 8%. Fan-flipping-tastic. Great. There you go. Good stuff. Thank you for taking the time to vote. Now what we're going to do is on board. We have a special royal event today. The King meets the President of the United States. I want to cover that live. So I'm now going over to Discord. I see we have a number of people that try to join throughout this event. So let me take care of you. We have G1 and Juice. I recognize that name. I think you've tried several times before. You only get 2 chances to do this. You have to answer the questions correctly. And if you didn't, you will be banned if you try a 3rd time. So here we go. Let me now onboard people on Discord. So stand by if you've just done it. You're now going to get some assistance. So G1, I've sent you your first question. Lawrence, I think we spoke to Lawrence a few moments ago in the chat. Lawrence, I'm now taking care of your application. You have a very small window to reply because we have limited space on the server, and to protect you and the server from bots and trolls, we don't want any of that in our server. You only have an hour to choose your membership on the server and answer the questions because we have a limited supply anyway. Right, I've just done 3. Vituzo, I've just done Vituzo as well. Okay, I'm now giving you your second question. Stand by. Here it comes. This is live. As it happens, everything involved with what we do happens live for you, so you can see it happening in real time. I don't want anyone getting left behind, anyone lost in the world of AI. I don't have any noise. You can only message me through DMs on here or live chat. You can't email me, phone me, text me, visit me, none of that stuff. It's all done this way. Lawrence said, thank you. You're very welcome. There's question number 2 for you, Lawrence, as it happens in real terms. And G1. Okay, there we go. All 3. Now I'm offering you the next part. Stand by. Now you get a video, an 8-minute video you need to watch. It protects your account. It's there to protect you, to provide good service. And it's there for you to answer some questions so we know you're a right fit for us. We interview you, you don't interview us because we don't want the server spoiled by idiots and all the rest of it. It's not what we do. Okay. Lawrence, here comes your video. Once you've got this, you'll have about an hour to choose, answer the questions and choose your membership. After that, the opportunity will be the application will be rejected and will be done. So Lawrence, there is your video. Here comes your questions. Okay, the rest is now over to you. Okay, and there is Virtuoso and there is G1. This is your last chance of applying because you've tried before. Okay, let me come back to okay. One more, Rocket Boy. Okay, good. I've taken care of all members. Making sure, yeah, everyone taken care of. We're up to date. Don't send me a friend request unless you are a pro member, and you have to be a member first. People, if you're a Lucas aid, that you can't send me a friend request for direct access, one-on-one support. That comes up. We've got a special announcement.
Moon_981A has become a member. Any thoughts on Co for tomorrow?
Ah, we've just got a new member. just become a new member in the chat. Oh no, 6 months. You're celebrating your 6 months membership. Any thoughts on Coca-Cola for tomorrow? Yes, we're going to cover Coca-Cola earnings, of course, tomorrow. Let me get ready for that. Let me see. So yeah, tomorrow morning, I'm expecting a very good earnings call, but the expectations is very, very high, but we will cover it live later on. I'll be breaking down some news later on for you. So I'll be answering those questions later. So let me wrap this up. I want to go over the Discord, provide opening bell after the opening bell show for everyone. Every Monday after the opening bell, we have an onboarding event. We have a Discord event for everybody, Lucasades and Lucasade Pros. It's the only one of the week that you get as a Lucasade. The pros will get 2 every single day, and my trades 24/7, of course. All right, so we've got no earnings calls booked for tonight. No earnings calls booked for tonight, but tomorrow, no one's booked Coca-Cola yet. There are some choices. If you are a member, you can book for $10 an earnings call. Right, is tomorrow going to be Spotify, Coca-Cola, UPS, SPGI, GM, BP? If you are a member, you can book an earnings call live on the show. Then after hours, we got Robinhood is already booked. Someone has booked Robinhood, so that's now gone. We can do 3 events a day. So Sensei can do 1, Vaz can do 1. All right, subject to their availability, of course. I'm always available. SoFi is in the morning on Wednesday. There's a few there to choose from if you want any of those. All right. Wednesday evening, we haven't got anyone chose any yet. I would like to do Google if someone chooses it. Meta, Microsoft, Amazon. No one has chosen one yet. Then we've got Thursday, Lily, MasterCard, Cat. No one's chose one. None of these have been booked yet. We've got Apple, After Hours, Reddit, Rivian. That's always interesting. They never know what to say. Then we've got Friday, Chevron Oil. Always like covering that one. No one has booked that yet. Chevron Oil. Very interesting to hear how they are positioning with all this. If you are a member, you can do that. Enphase is tonight. Yeah, Enphase is tonight. Yes, you are correct. No one has booked. Oh, no. Enphase is tomorrow. Enphase is tomorrow night. Let me just double check that. You're making me question myself now. It's tomorrow night, I believe. Yeah, it's tomorrow night.
At Moon_981 tipped $1.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you, Martyn. As always, you the best.
Thank you very much indeed. You are most welcome. Okay, so let me wrap this up. Let me go to onboarding on Discord. No one needs onboarding yet. Okay, nothing has happened just yet. Okay, great. It looks like Lawrence is probably watching his 8-minute video, which is great. Takes 8 minutes. Right, I'm now going to go over to Discord. I'm going to set up a Discord event right now and give it to you. So here we go. Create event. I will do it for 15 minutes from now, 1:15. It's a stage channel. Yes, it is. It's for everyone, all members. There you go. Are you ready? Okay, in 15 minutes. This will be at 9:15 Central Time, but it's in 15 minutes from now. That's all you need to know. Are you ready? There's the event. Next. Create the event. I'm going to give everybody the link for it as well. Here is the event. Discord. This is for all the Discordians of any level. For some reason, I can't spell Discord all of a sudden. All right. Let me pin that to the top. Okay, there you go. That's now set. Let me drop that in Lucasade chat. live event for all members. There you go. Live event for all members. That's set. We're all good. Now then, what we're going to do now, for those of you that tuned in late, who missed the event, what we do is something quite unique. At the end of the shows, for those of you that aren't on Discord, you might want to catch up with what you missed. Now, what Bloomberg do, they play replays from like years ago and just keep playing them round and round and round and round and round. CNBC do the same thing. What we do is we play you today's events. We play you today's events from the beginning, what you've missed, so you don't miss it. And the reason why we do this is so you can watch it in a different time zone and thereby watch it live with everybody else. And the comments are live, the questions are live, and you can actually speak. Now, of course, the broadcast was from an hour earlier, but at least you can take part and you can watch it with others, because people tune at different times around the world, because we are in 76 countries and people wake up at different times and watch it at different times. So I'm going to show you how I set this up so you can see what the purpose of this is and how you can engage in it. So I'm going to drop in the chat now, live now on Extra. We do this after every show. Here we go. Live now on Extra. It'll automatically take you there. But there it is. Now, if you watch here, watch what I do. I go over to my other system. We've got another broadcast system. I'm off camera slightly, just bear with me. And what I'm going to do is refresh the screen. You'll see it being done live. You'll see it on the screen changing in a second. A little delay, but it'll come there in a minute. Okay, SpaceX, XR, the S&P. Put it back to there. You will see it now in a few seconds' time. You'll see it change. Okay, so you are seeing it. Now, what you're seeing now is me replay today's stream. That's for the 76 countries that tune in at different times. Now, you might like to watch what you missed this morning, but you can do it now without... you can watch it live as it was an hour ago, but with live chat. Now, we're not trying to mislead you in any way. It says it's a restream from earlier. It tells you the clock. It tells you the time. And that way you can tune in with members who watched it earlier and you can watch it with them and you can be part of it, because the chat is live. And if I go in here and zoom in, you can see if I write in here, oh, I've got something else to give you before I go. Hi, all. You can see, there I am. You see in the chat, and I will support you. Let me just rewind that. I haven't quite done that right. Oh no, I had done it right. I had done it. I thought for a minute I hadn't done it right. So the chat is live. Now, if you have seen it, but you want to support the channel, if you are a Lucasade or a Discordian or Newsy, you might want to help support the channel because you want it to become the first 1 billion channel around the world. Well, you can help that. And what you do is you can go into the extra channel, you can mute it if you don't want to hear it again, and let it play in the background. By letting it play in the background, what you're doing is you're introducing you're making the live stream popular, and it's being introduced to other countries around the world at different time zones. So if you want to help the channel, open a tab, leave an iPad running all day or a window, and you're helping the channel grow. You're part of the inner circle, and that's where we find our moderators. That's where we find our inner friends to help support the channel. Now, it's free to watch, free to listen to, but if you want to engage in the chat to protect it, because it's a 24-hour stream, it's a members only, 99 cents. That's all it is to be a member. But that way, it keeps the bots and the trolls out. Now, the other thing that I said I would show you before I let you go, because I got Discord in a few minutes, all those clips I was making earlier for you are here. This is where they are. Over here on the homepage of the channel, and you can watch them all for free with no ads, nothing. Really quite cool, right? We've got a network of 4 channels. The main channel where you're watching right now, you can see we're live right now. 2 streams. We have the TV stream, and we have the phone stream, which is vertical, completely separate streams. You can watch either. The main show is the TV one, of course. If you're on the phone right now, click the icon and find the main TV stream. We've got the extra channel. That's where I just showed you. We've got the clips channel. No ads, no memberships. You can click on it. They're all featured channels and the music channel. I'm not going to give you all the links in here now and confuse you, but go on the homepage of the channel where you're watching right now. There are 3 channels. You could subscribe to all 3 if you wish to do so. That way you never miss anything. The live shows, the extra in between the live shows to watch for live chat, the clips, all the short little clips I make go posted there, and all of the music. Every Friday we have a concert, and you can catch me up there as well, where I celebrate different events. All right, there we go. Thank you much indeed. I'm now going to go over to Extra. You'll see me in the chat. Watch the replay. I'll also be on Discord as well for all my members, doing one-on-one support. 1:15. That's it for me. Now, I was running a poll in the chat. I asked you, do you enjoy these 10 facts? We got 64 votes. 86% of you do. Well, I'm happy with that. Of course, we're going for 100%, but you're never going to get that because we've seen several trolls in here this morning saying everything I do is rubbish anyway. So they're always going to say no. So that 86 probably is 90 something, right? So I'm very happy with that. Thank you very much for voting. It takes a lot of work to put these together, and I really do appreciate you a lot for all of that. Right, that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. I'm now going to go over to Extra. I will also see you on Discord, 1:15. More news, more reviews. King visiting the United States. I've still got to do Genius Sports, Legal and General, and Resolve. More reviews, more analysis coming up for you. More events. Of course, Coca-Cola tomorrow, the big one as well for us. I mean, for me, I got $500,000 invested, so I would like to see it go up, wouldn't I? All right, okay. I can make about 50 grand in a day if that moves. Anyway, so there you go. I'll see you now on Extra. I'll see you on Discord. Thank you much indeed. I'll onboard the rest of you when I get to Discord. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye for now.